We will start the pray first for תיקוני הזוהר. ריבון העולמים ואדוני אדונים אב הרחמים והסליחות מיידים אנחנו לפניך אדוני אלוהינו ולאבותינו וקדושה ושתך תורתה אשתך אביה שקרבתנו לתורתך ולעבודות העבודות הקודש נתת לנו חלק בסודות תורתך הקדושה מענו מחיינו מה שעשית עמנו חסד גדול כזה על כן אנחנו מפלים תחתונים לפניך שתמחול ותסלח לכל חטאותינו ואבותינו ואל יהיו עוונותינו מבדילים בינינו לבניך כן יהי רצון לפניך אדוני אלוהינו ולאבותינו כונן את לבבינו לרתך ולאהבתך לתקשיב אזנינו אוזניך לדברנו אלו ותפתח לנו לבבינו הערל בסודות תורתך ולאום בודנו זה נחת רוח לפני כיסא כבודיך כרך ניחוח תציל לנו אור מקור נשמתנו בכל בחילתנו של זאת ושיתנוצצו נצרות עבדיך הקדושים אשר לדע גילית דבריך האלה בעולם זכותם זכות אבותם זכות תורתם ותמונתם וקדושתם מאוד לנו לבן כאשר דברים אלה וזכותם תאיר עינינו במה שאנו לומדים גמר נעים זמירות ישראל גן לעיניי והביט על נפלאות תורתך, כי אדוני ייתן חוכמה בפיו ודעת ונאמר לי רצון ופי, ויגון לפניך אדוני צורך וגואלי.
Hi everybody, we are now in 19, the תיקון 19 of תיקון הזוהר. I will read the first verse in Aramaic, please. בראשית המן, בת, והיא בת נקודה סתימה באווירה, עלי תמר שברה לי קישון בת עין, יהיו ודאי גניזה באור ובית אביד אוויר וגינת מר וירא מלאך השם אליו בליבת או בלבת אש מתוך השדה חמאס זמני יתקרא סנה. אוקיי. הזוהר, תיקוני הזוהר is talking to us about the נקודה that is concealed within the word אוויר, air, and is relating also to the pasuk that the eyes the Ishon Bat Ain, the eye is the structure of the eye similar to the Malchut function, which is a hidden with the difference of the word Avir, mean air, to the word Or, that mean light. And the whole idea between Or and light is a small letter that call Yud. That's what the Tikkun HaZohar telling us. Ubeginad Atmar, Vayar Malach Hashem, is it written that the angels of God revealed to him mean Moses, Balabat Esh, within the flame of the fire, inside the bush, 5 times. The word Sneh, the bush, was talking about. And of course, 5 is corresponding to many things. One of them is Ketach Mabinah Zerat bin Malchut. But we need to study it, and I'm going to use the Malot HaSulam from Rav Brandwein. As we want to give respect to Rav Brandwein until the end of whatever Rav Brandwein end before he died. And then from that point on, we're going to go Bli Neder with the Matok Midvash, Rabbi Buzaglo, whatever the merit that Hashem, that God will give us. So let's start with Rav Brandwein and see what he has to say and how we translate the Tikkunei HaZohar of Tikkun 19. Bereshit. במילת בראשית שהיא חוכמה. So first, we study so many times from Tikkun HaZohar. The word בראשית means חוכמה. The level of חוכמה. חוכמה, whatever the ספירה, או חוכמה is the light of wisdom. שם כתוב בת. בת. בית בתחילה ותף בסוף. Now, what does that mean? Bat zu, Ainu Malchut. And we know the word bat. Bat. Bet in the beginning and taf in the end. We know like Shah, bat. Bat, daughter of the Shin. Shin, 3 column, right, left and center. Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. And the bottom of the Shin is bat. It's the bat of the 3 column, which is Shabbat. That's why Shabbat is a female. The daughter of the 3 column system. But here it say, Bereshit, we look at the first letter of Bereshit is Bet. The last letter of Bereshit is Taf. So you have Bat. Bat. במילת בראשית. שהיא חוכמה. שם כתוב בת. בית בתחילה ותף בסוף. בת זו היינו מלכות. which is מלכות as we explained it. היא נקודה סתומה באוויר. It's a concealed dot in the air. When I say air, I hope you understand me. With my accent, it means A-I-R. עליה נאמר, שמרני כאישון בת עין. For that dot, it's written, please watch over me, protect me as if I was an eye. How much you protect your eyes? Very much, because you want your eyes to be protected. The eyes of a human being is very fragile. So we're asking God to watch over us like we are the eyes. Who is this aspect that asks to be watched over? Iva Dayana Malchut. This is the Malchut. This is the bat. Gnuza Ba'or. Where is that bat? Where is this daughter? Where is this bet and taf? It's concealed within the word or. Or, O-R, mean light in Hebrew. That's where it's concealed. Uba ne'esa me'or avir. And from her, the or turned into avir. The light turned into air. And we studied many times about the Yud, the different Tikkun Hazor. Ki hanekuda Yud, that dot is actually the letter Yud, the smallest letter. Yud la'or, when you put the Yud in light, in or, you're changing light into avir, into air. בשבילה נאמר, וירא מלאך השם אליו בלבת אש מתוך השדה. So that's why it's written on that dot, on that letter Yud, that the angel of God revealed to him within the flame in the bush. But he used the word belibat esh, and the word bat is again revealed. Now we are not in that level to know where exactly the letter go and how it works. We need Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai for this. We need Rabbi Lazar, Achia Shiloni, Eliyahu Navi. They are revealed to us in Tikkun Hazor, whenever we need. But this is the simplicity or the simple understanding of Tikkun Hazor. We need to get the Kabbalistic understanding. And that's what we need Rav Ash like a Brandman. Pirush, Inyan Knisat Yud La'or. What does that mean when Yud going into the light? Nesa me'or aviren, become air, from light become air. It's what it's Chazal say. בתחילה למחשבה לברוא העולם. It's in the Talmud that God was thinking to create the world with judgment. He saw that the world would not exist with judgment. He created the world with mercy. And he combine mercy and judgment together. And of course, I'm not going to go again and share what Rav Ashlag write. Don't think that he created and changed his mind and all this and that. That's not what it means. That's not what it means, changing. God doesn't change his mind. Of course, you need to study more to understand it. And let's see if Rambam will bring it again. Okay? כי מלכות עושות מידת הדין. What is מלכות exactly? Judgment attribute. What does judgment attribute mean? What does judgment attribute even mean? What is judgment attribute? Judgment attribute meaning manifestation, small amount of the whole picture, the whole thing with frame, with limitation. So Malchut, where we live in Asiyah, Malchut, physicality. So it's all about that. Then, of course, here we don't talk about the physicality as we know it. It's a different level. Malchut also midat din. Malchut in general is judgment. שאין העולם יכול להתקיים בה. Nobody can survive within Malchut. Malchut means cause and effect. You think something wrong, you die. You steal, your hand fall. Nobody will survive. There's no time between cause and effect. Malchut. על כן העלה אותה. So God took, or the Creator took Malchut and elevated. You have to elevate it. המאציל תחת ספירת החוכמה. The emanator, elevator, and put her under Chokhmah. Instead of Bina. Again, remember, some opinion, it's under the Krita Chokhmah Bina of Bina, some opinion above Bina. Okay? Don't get confused. Why Bina? She midat harachamim. So it's almost like you imagine the Tek Malchut, which is judgment, put it into like when you go fix the car, a mechanic, and you fix the judgment into mercy. V'nimteka, and you sweet the Malchut with rachamim of Bina, with the mercy of Bina. Shaldea liyata lebina, when Malchut go up to Bina, she take the shape of Bina. ואז מתנהגת מלכות את העולם בצד הרחמים. Then מלכות rule the world with mercy. ועניין זה של עליית מלכות לבינה נעשה כל מדרגה ותקרה. And that level exists everywhere. מראש עולם אצילות עד סוף העולם עשייה. From all the way, from the world of emanation, not in אדם קדמון of course, all the way to the world of action. כי אין לך מדרגה שלא תהיה כלולה ב10 ספירות. Every level has 10 ספירות, שמתחלקות ל5, and they divide to 5, which is כזו כמו בינה תפארת, I mean, זר אנפין תפארת, that is divided to 6, and מלכות. And the malchut of every level went up to Binah. So the malchut of every system of פרצופים went up to Binah. And sweet itself. ומחמת הצמצום שנעשה למלכות שלא תקבל את אור העליון, לכן בכל מקום שמלכות עומדת שם, נעשה מקום הזה לסיום של המדרגה. כי כשמגיע האור שלה אל הבשר של מלכות הוא מסתיים, ונעשה שם זיווג דקה בין המסך והאור. Now, what happened? Wherever malchut gonna go, it's gonna be an end there. Because malchut represent end. That's why it's judgment. It's end. If malchut go to Binah, now what happened? The light is meeting malchut there. So the light cannot continue. So now it's hitting the masach of malchut, which is below chokhmah. So you have ket chokhmah malchut. It's going up. That's what's happening. Everything changed. So in every level, you also have 5 types of light. Sefirot mean the vessel, and the light is presenting by different name. The light called Nefesh Ruach Neshama Chaya Yechida, Naran Chai, as we call it, Melubashim ב5 kelim. So they are dressed within 5 vessels, which is Ket Chokhmah Binah, Zer Anpin Malchut, or Ket Chokhmah Binah, Tiferet Malchut. And because Malchut went up to Binah, okay, there is nothing left in that system, in that level, only 2 vessels, which is Keter or Chokhmah. Don't forget, Malchut cannot receive because of the curtain, so no receiving. So how many vessels you have? Only Keter Chokhmah. So, how many light it received? Only the first light going from below to above. Nefesh and Ruach. Thinks about gravity. When you pour water into a cup, where is the first water that come in? The first water that come in, basically touching the first vessel, which is Keter, if we can measure the cup from above to below. So the first water touching eventually the bottom, but on the way to the bottom, it's go through Keter. So if Malchut went up, if I put the bottom a little bit upper, then it's short. And that's mean Nefesh and Ruach only going in, because you only have Keter and Chokhmah. If Malchut will be activated, the Nefesh and Ruach will go first, but it will hit all the way to Malchut, Nefesh, and then Yechida will go to Keter. But because it's a short system, because Malchut went up to Binah, replace Binah, you have Keter Chokhmah, because Malchut doesn't receive. So then you have only 2 types of life, Nefesh ורוח. מטעם ערך הפוך שיש בין כלים לאורות, שבעת שחסר במדרגה בינה תפארת מלכות, so he's going through that Ramban and explain it to us, what we call הופכיות אורות וכלים, and there is no point to repeat it. If you don't know it by now, go back to the beginning. So, בינה תפארת מלכות וכלים. חסר גם דורות שהם יחידה, חיה, נשמה. So the 3 light are missing. No יחידה, no חיה, no נשמה, what we call גר דאורות. The 3 upper light, not vessel. ונשארת באור הרוח הנקרא אוויר. And what happened? What happened? Because it's missing, מלכות נקראת י' שהוא סוד נקודה שחורה שאין בה לבנונית. So all of it, מלכות is like black, like the pupil in our eyes. That's why I mentioned the eyes before in Tikkun HaZohar. So it's not come to expression beside the nefesh and ruach. And what is the ruach mean? Avir. Avir mean air. So it's like ruach. Ruach mean winds. And also in Shir HaShirim, tell us Ram Brandwein, we say about the Shekhinah, Shchora ani v'nava. I'm dark, but I'm beautiful. Meaning the Malchut is dark, no light can come in, but I'm beautiful potentially. When Mashiach will come, it's all will be buried. לכן נרמז עליה זו של המלכות לבינה. So the Yud, שנכנסת לאור. So who is the Yud? Malchut. Where is Malchut went? Into the light. What was the light? Bina. So what happened to the light? The light become what? Avir. So from Or, it become Avir. If you add the letter. When Malchut go on to Bina, איבדה המדרגה את האור. Meaning, when Malchut go up to Bina, the level that used to be Bina lost the light, or the whole system lost the light. The אור גיב לספירות הראשונות שלה, שהם כוכב. נשארה בקומת רוח. So now, it's no longer going to have vessel to draw the light that needed. So for that reason, the letter that called Yechidah, Chaya, and Neshama is not being activated. And for that reason, there is, instead of light, it become avir. And this called Katnut Amadrega. This is called smallness of the level, because it doesn't come to a full expression. Try to imagine a trampoline that can shoot you very up. It depends on the level you drop down. So if I took the trampoline a little bit up, now you're going to jump shorter. Same thing. So the Masach, the curtain above Malchut, if you move it up, the Midah, it's a shorter jump. שאין בה, רק אור החסדים שקרא אוויר, רוח. So we, in that time, that light that changed to avir, become what we call in Kabbalah, light of mercy. Okay? Avir Ekani, or light of mercy, which is called Katnut, because you need the light of wisdom, as you remember. We study Talmud Sefirot, the light of wisdom is the essence of the light. And that's not there. Only the levush, only the clothing of the light. So it's not enough light. אמנם על ידי שאנחנו אוכלים מים נוקבים בתורה ותפילה. But, what is the beauty about it? It leaves us the job to make the madriga, to make the levels big. How? By elevating מים נוקבים. By elevating light by human being. From below to above. How? Torah ותפילה. When you study Torah and when you pray. Why is that? Is the solution? נמשכת הארם בחוכמה. בינה. The Adam Kadmon. By praying and by doing Torah, we draw light from Chokhmah and Bina of Adam Kadmon. המוציאה את המלכות בבינה. If you remember in Talmud Sefirot, those of you study a little bit advanced Tikkunei Zohar, as we studied before. When Malchut go up to Bina, does that mean it's going to stay there? And we're going to stay smallness? No. When the Chokhmah and Bina have been activated, then Malchut go back to its place. So here, it's called Chokhmah and Bina the Adam Kadmon, connected, panim bepanim, not panim b'achor bepanim, and through that Malchut going to its place. So, by us doing Torah ותפילה, we have to think about it. וגימל הכלים בינה ותפארת ומלכות חוזרים ועולים למקום גם בתחילה. Then everything go back to the system. So can you imagine how much power you have when you pray? How much power you have when you study Torah? וכיוון שיש אי כלים כחב, תפארת ומלכות, אנחנו חוזרים מתלבשים בהם אהרון נהן חי. And because of our activation, every day study Torah, every day pray, we activate those 5 vessels to go back to normal, and through that, everything is going back to normal. ואז הוא זמן הגדלות, that's called גדלות, greatness, של המדרגה, דהיינו שיש לה גר, now the מדרגה is גימל ראשונות, והיוד יצא מן האוויר, and the יוד now getting out of the אוויר, אוויר בין air, וחוזר להיות אור, and it become light. ויש לדעת, שעל ידי עליית המלכות לבינה נעשה תיקון, במדרגה שאפילו בית הגדלות שהמלכות יורד לגובל, כל זה נשאר בקור הזיום של המלכות במקום בינה תמיד. You need to know. Nothing ever disappears in spirituality. So when Malchut go up, and even it's going back, still within Bina, there is this upper and lower. That it stayed there. And we call this Tikkun Aparsa. We call it the horseshoe Tikkun. We talked about it a long time ago, 2.5 years ago, in Tikkunei Zohar. Horseshoe Tikkun, in the middle of the level. רק שהיא נותנת לבינה, וזכר ונקבה, לעלות למעלה מפרסה, נקבל להערת אגם. What is the idea of this horseshoe tikkun? That it's giving to the bina and zachar v'nekava to go above the horseshoe and to receive light of the 3 upper level, which is חוכמה, שעל ידה יורדים הדינים שבמלכות להתערבה בספירות לגרום למטה מהדרגה. And through that, we are sweetening the judgment. וזה אמרו, going back to the word בראשית, בראשית, היינו חוכמה, שנקראת ראשית תרבת בת. Now you understand. What does that mean in the word בראשית? You have bet and תו, בת. שהיא מלכות. כי אין הערת חוכמה, מתגלה בשום ספירה רק במלכות. We know that ראשית חוכמה, like the book, is חוכמה. So, the all light of wisdom, where it's going to reveal through, only מלכות. מלכות is the vessel to draw it. ויהי בת נגונה סתימה באווירה. And this is the hidden within אוויר, שבקטנות אין קומת הזיווג שלה, רק קומת רוח, שנקרא אוויר. We know that when she go up to בינה, she cannot reveal everything, it's only אוויר, because the youth went within the word אור, and become אוויר. ואז מתקן בתיקון הפרסה, and that's when we need תיקון הפרסה, what we call צמצום ב', אנחנו going up to בינה, שזה השמירה, שהחוכמה לא תהיה ממעלה למטה. We're making sure that the light of wisdom doesn't go from above to below. That's the whole idea of the black magic and idol worshipping. We don't want to draw light from above to below. We want to be able to be part of it, not to have bread of shame, not to have na'im and dachsifa. So we do through the Torah and pray, we can reveal that light. והיינו הכסות של העיניים. This is what we call the cover on the eyes. כי עיניים עושות חוכמה. What is the eyes in Kabbalah? חוכמה. So covering of the eye, this is what we're doing. כי כתר חוכמה בינה תפארת מלכות, דראש נקראים גלגלתא. We know that there is system. So the system called the head. The כתר חוכמה בינה תפארת מלכות of the head, we call it גלגלתא. עיניים, אוזן וחותם פה. So we have 5 systems to everything. And when we talk about the head, you have galgalta, the skull, עיניים, eyes, אוזן, ears, חותם, nose, פה, mouth. So what is the cover on the eyes? והאפיים, the eyelid. What is the eyelid then? They are the שמירה על העיניים, as the Idra Zuta said. They are the covering on the eyes. עליה נאמר, שמרין כראשון בת עין. For that reason we say, please watch me, like to protect my eyes. What do you mean to protect my eyes? We need to tell God to protect my eyes? No, to protect the light of wisdom. שהארת החוכמה שנקראת ראייה, נקראת בעיקר בנקודת השחורה שבעין. How do you see things? To the pupil, to the black side of your eyes. שנקראת אישות בת עין, צריכה שמירה שלא תתפשט הארת הלחצונים. So that light of wisdom will not go to the dark side. היא ודאי כניסה באור. Where we hide it? Within the light. The yud is within the light. עם עלייתה למקום הבינה, as it elevated to בינה. ובית אביד באור, אוויר, and through that, the word light changed to אוויר, to air, כי בכניסת המלכות שהיא יוד לאור, when the yud enter to the word אור, התפנתה קומת המדרגה לאור רוח, כאוויר, it went down from highest level of יחידה, חיה, נשמה, into רוח. What is רוח level? אוויר, like light of mercy. אוויר, and אוויר is the same as word as אור with יוד. ובגינה את פעם וירא מלאך השם אליו בליבת אש מתוך זה. For that reason, it's about God that he revealed to him in the ליבת, in the myth of fire within the bush. שנמשכה עליו הארת חוכמה, so Moses experienced the light of wisdom, that called ראייה, that's why it say, וירא מלאך, that the angel revealed himself to his vision. ולולא עלייתה של היוד לאור לא יום בוחין בחומה מגיעים לזכר ונוקבה. And if the yud will never go into the light, so you may ask, why does Malchut have to bother the level of Binah? Stay down. Well, without the yud going up to Binah, to the or of Binah, and make it avir, make it air, then all those livelihood, energy of wisdom will never come down to Zachar ונוקבה and to the soul of the righteous. ונודע שאין גילוי חוכמה, אלא בעת שנגלים הדינים של קו שמאל. And we know light of wisdom is come from left column. So it's dangerous. But the whole idea of revealing the light of wisdom is coming from the left column of the judgment. והוא הדינים של הרשעים. This is the same judgment that judge the wicked people. That all what they want is left column. What is left column? Give me, take it, me. והוא סוד לבת האש מתוך זה. This is the secret of the myth of fire within the bush. וירא והנה השדה בוער. That's what's written there. He saw the bush burning, והשדה איננו אוכל, and it's not been eaten by the fire. And סמך מהם, the angels, the negative angel, and the snake, וכל ממלן דילה, and all the group that go with them, all the groupie that go with them, דילה, דינון קוצין את כדו. And all of them, they are like, said to us the Zohar, I don't know where you bring it here. Did I already move a verse? No, I didn't. Very interesting that you already mentioned it. I guess, you bring it from Raya Memna Shoftim. I'm wondering, decide to bring it here because it's beautiful in Shoftim. So it's saying about the bush, that burning bush is burning. All those kotzim, all those thorn of the negativity, סמך באמת snake, וענפים דסנה ואב הדילה, בלב דילה לא יתקדו. But the branches of the snake, of the holiness, will never be burned. We will continue next time.